to be there at 11.
Well, I guess I won't be a good preacher on Sunday then. 1st and 10.
But then next Friday night, you can meet the players on the basketball team.
That's right. Looks like we got a new set of jerseys out there. By the way, they're clean. Bartlett tracks down the backup quarterback and duffs him at the 5. They're going to give him forward progress back to about the 6. And it'll be 2nd down and long. Bartlett came in uncontested. And by the time the quarterback finished his bootleg, he had a face full of Bartlett.
And fresh green turf.
Yep. So here comes 2nd down, and I've got it at 20. Hey, the clock does too. All right. End of the play clock pretty deep. 5 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to do good to get this play off before there's a penalty. And they get it off. They look a sweep to the left. He finds a seam. Oh, stood up at the 10. Joe Wilson face to face. And they're going to give him forward progress to the 11. But Joe Wilson on the tackle on the left side. Good tackle. 8:35 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils have pushed this to a 3rd and long after the big sack on 1st down. Now, it wouldn't surprise me to see this naked bootleg again with the quarterback. He ran a good fake the last time. 2 wide to the left and 2 wide to the right. Blue Devils looking to put pressure, have it coming right up the middle, and the quarterback is in the end zone. He's tackled in the end zone. Tell me you're not going to put him at the 1. Oh, my goodness. Holy cow. He was in the end zone when he was wrapped up and brought down in the end zone. And they're going to mark him at the 1. My goodness. $7:35 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils don't look like they're putting anybody back, although I don't understand why. I think they're going after it. There it is. No go, and now the ball is going to hit at the 25, roll dead, and out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Blue Devils will have good field position when they come back. You're listening to 106.9 FM The Zone.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
All right, we're back here. Blue Devils with good field position for the first time in what seems like 6 games. 1st and 10 on the 34, and oh my goodness, they could call an illegal substitution penalty if they wanted to, but they didn't. Handoff straight up the middle, spins around, and he'll come down at the 29-yard line. Bartlett on the run. 7 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this affair. Blue Devils on the move. Let's see if we can get people to work the right direction. 1 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Running backs offset the quarterback in the gun. There's the handoff to the second man through. He's got a little bit of a seam, rumbles down to about the 27. They might give him a little bit better than that. It'll be 3rd down and short for the Blue Devils. 3rd down, and we'll call her a fat 3. Blue Devils huddle up. Some clean white jerseys on the field for Covenant. 1 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Single setback. Quarterback in the gun, 2 setbacks. Hand off to the second man through, trying to find some room to the outside. And are you kidding me? It's 3rd down and 3, and there's a flag on the play. Yeah, they're calling holding against the Blue Devils. I saw I don't know if I'd have called that holding. But then again, I'm a hometown guy, so I mean, maybe that's why I feel that way about it. But at this point of the game and this point of the season, that play would that penalty was committed behind the play. It didn't affect the play. I may not have called that one. They're down at 11 for the Blue Devils. 6:03 to go. 2 wide to the right. Now they try a third one out there. 3 wide to the right. 1 wide left. There's the snap. He did a good job snagging it under pressure. Finds a way. Gets the ball down the middle of the field, and there's a man there, and no good. Defense came over the back to bat the ball away, bring up 4th down and 11. That was our quarterback, Lloyd, has pretty good pocket presence. He don't just take off running. He kind of slips to the left or to the right to give himself room to throw the football. So he doesn't just get all panicked and take off, which is good. 5:57 to go in the contest. 4th and 11 for the Blue Devils. Let's see what we're running out here. We've got 3 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Quarterback in the gun with a single setback. Looking to throw and there's a flag again. What are we calling this time, guys? False start. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it. I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen a couple of the false starts, and it's the far side of the field. So that's maybe why I've not seen it. I don't know. Maybe it's invisible. 40 ball back to the 41 of the Blue Devils.
If you would have brought those officials a cup of coffee, they might have been more in favor of this. So.
Yeah, you might be right. If I'd have brought them a cup of coffee, that might have worked out a little bit better. All right, here we go. 2 wide to the right for the Blue Devils. Little confusion on the play. Now we go 1, 2, 3, 4 wide to the right, and he's calling a timeout. Play clock was down to 2. You're listening to the 106.9 FM, The Zone.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know ya, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
All right, 4th and 16 coming up for the Blue Devils. We have a Star Wars formation to the left, single wide out to the right. Quarterback deep in the gun, looking to throw all the way. Has a little bit of time, under pressure now, trying to escape some pressure. Can't get away, brought down at the 50. That'll be turnover on downs at midfield for Covenant. Quarterback gets up a little slow. Not sure if his body's hurt or if his pride's hurt, because he didn't get much of an opportunity to be successful on that play.
Pride, because he was trying to get away from that. He had an opportunity for a pass and didn't get enough clearance to get it off.
Didn't get enough time to get it away. Ball on the 50. Covenant with the ball with 5:48 to go in the game. And here we keep going. Are we rolling the clock? No, we are not rolling the clock. And again, the more plays you put out there, the more chance there are of an injury in a game that's been well decided. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right, single setback in the gun, handoff to the man through, and the ball's on the ground. Oh, and we couldn't quite fall. Well, he did. Holy cow, looks like the second guy, the first Blue Devil missed, the quarterback missed. Ball rolled down to his leg. The second Blue Devil jumped on it. Turnover for the Blue Devils. So they'll get the ball back with 5:40 to go in the game on their own 48-yard line. Let's see what we can do here from this point on.
Gained 2 yards there.
Yeah, gained a couple yards on the play. Let's see what we got going. Okay, there's this official. He's kind of not liking things. He was on the other end of the field as the back judge. Now he's got to run 40 yards to get to be the back judge on the other end. One wide to the right. One flex right. Pistol backfield. Motion right. Handoff coming to the right. Looking to throw. Cuts it back up. Harley Taylor's got to move. He cuts back to the left. He might have a chance. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10-yard line. Kind of backyard football there. The play was designed to the right all the way. And it comes back to the left and down to the 10-yard line. I think that collarbone's a little tender still because every time he gets hit on it, he comes up hurting.
Yeah.
And
well, he didn't get to work out and train as
you're not in football shape. You haven't hit the weights, and so he's trying to walk it off a little bit. 10-yard line.
He will. He's pretty good at this.
First and goal for the Blue Devils. Or is it goal? Okay, they finally laid down the chains over there. Maybe. They got him about halfway down. Handoff straight up the middle to Bartlett. Good skip step there. Bounces off a tackler. Giving the stiff arm out to 5. He may have it. Touchdown, Blue Devils. I don't see a flag this time. Think this one might stick. Time is 5 even in the ball game. Blue Devils close the gap 46-6. We'll be going for 2 because I know we don't have a kicker. Here we go. Blue Devils taking the signal from the sideline. It is obviously not a pass play to either one of these two guys. This is going to be a run play, and I bet it goes off to the left. No, I'm going to call it to the right. Oh, and the snap didn't even get to the quarterback. Oh, my goodness. He had to reach 3 feet in front of him to get the snap.
It was a roller.
And it is no good. Score is 46-6. You're listening to 106.9 FM The Zone.
The former First National Bank has joined the Blue Sky Bank family. Blue Sky Bank has been 100% Oklahoma-owned for 115 years. While the name has changed, the same people will continue to serve our local communities. Customers now have access to 17 branches located across Oklahoma and Texas. Blue Sky Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Everyone at Cordell Memorial Hospital is excited to sponsor Cordell High School games on the internet and radio. The Cordell Hospital and its employees are committed to providing up-to-date care and comfort to their patients. After all, they are friends, neighbors, and family. The Cordell Memorial Hospital says, our team takes care of your team.
All right, coming back to live action. 5 minutes to go in the 2024 season for the Blue Devils. They get on the board late in the ball game. Good run by Dayton Bartlett. Bounced it out to the outside, and now they get set to kick. Now, we opened the half with an attempted onside kick. I wonder if we'll try that again.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, well, it couldn't have been any less. It couldn't be less unsuccessful than the last one. I think that's the most political way I can say that. And UPS, when we worked with our employee who was not a good employee, we called him the least best. We didn't call him the worst employee. We called him the least best. It was a positive way of saying this guy's dragging you down. All right, then we are ready to kick. And there's that onside kick. It's a little squibble, and it was live for a moment, but you got to hustle to get that, fellas.
But he did get it 10 yards.
He did
That's
get it 10
the main
yards.
thing. So.
He did get it 10 yards. Back in my high school years, we opened the playoffs, PSJA Bears versus the Edinburgh Bobcats, and our running back, one of our better running backs / kicker got injured the last game of the season going into the playoffs, a game which we were up 35-0. And so we opened the playoffs with an accidental onside kick. The kicker who replaced him whiffed on the ball, barely caught it with his ankle, went like 11 yards, and we fell on it. And people were like, oh, that was a great play call. Well, all of us on the sidelines knew it was an accident. One wide, we're going to get a timeout. Who gave that guy a timeout? You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone. We'll be right back.
Friends, if you need a new washer and or dryer, Whirlpool is the brand to buy. Trusted by millions as the best appliances you can buy. Sarah and Terry at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture offer a full line of Whirlpool appliances. Refrigerators, stoves, freezers. You can count on Whirlpool for whatever you need. From Cordell TV and Appliance. Shucks, it ain't hard to find. It's somewhere in Cordell. And they have a great selection of furniture, too, at Cordell TV and Appliance.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron.
All right, coming back to live action off the timeout. Fake handoff, quarterback keeping it. Wrapped up about the 50. The ball comes squirting out, but well after he was down. 4:50 to go in the ball game, and they got a guy slow getting up. Gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. It was the backup quarterback that got up slowly. He's walking it off, getting the play call on the sideline. Buying some time. That's pretty incognito right there. And so we're coming back in the ball game. He's gimpy a little bit, but he'll be serviceable on this next play. 2nd down and 7 for the Patriots. Blue Devil defense up to the challenge on the last play. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide. Excuse me. 1 wide right, 2 wide left. Bobbling the ball as he comes through the hole. Didn't slow him down much, but down, number 44 gets brought down at the 46. Be 3rd down and 3. That was a bad exchange on the handoff, and if he'd have been just slightly bumped, he'd have coughed that football up, but he juggled it for a few yards and was able to keep hold of it. And I think they just nudged that ball forward a little bit.
They sure did.
They're up 40 points, fellas. They don't need a lot of help. They're down in 3.
Grass was just slick right there.
Yeah, just slick right there. Yeah. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right for the Patriots. Single setback in the gun with the quarterback. Handoff to the left, and he is stacked up in the backfield, brought down at the 49. They're going to give him progress to the 48. It'll make 4th down and 3 for the Blue Devils. 4th down and 5. Back them up a little more. All
yeah,
right.
he ran into his own player, too. So
Well, I was giving people credit for tackles, Dudley. Come on, man.
I was, too. He tackled
Yeah,
himself.
he tackled his own guy, yeah. All right, then. Well, it's been an interesting season. We've got to bounce around quite a bit this year. There have been some interesting things to see. We've watched kids get better. We've watched a lot of young guys get a lot of playing time and become better here towards the end of the season. 2 wide to the right for the Patriots. Low snap, and it's going to be a pitch, and the ball is on the ground. And let's see who came up with it, and it is Blue Devil football. It was a bad play from the beginning. Number 4 recovers it for the Blue Devils, Ethan Finning. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. 2:40 to go in the ball game. From the Patriot 46-yard line. Let's see what kind of motivation we have going into the end of this game here. Let's see what we're going to do. Are we going to run the clock out, or are we going to be really motivated to try to get another score on the board? So we have 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right, single setback in the gun, flex to the left. There's the snap, handoff right up the middle. Good skip step through the line. Finds some room down to the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. And there's a flag on the play. I think they tackled him way late out of bounds.
When they get that flag.
Yeah.
He was almost to the track over there.
Yeah, he was nearly to the track when they got him to the ground. And I don't know if they're going to call unnecessary roughness or trying to drown him. There's a little bit of a lake right there on that side of the field. So,
Horse collar?
yeah, it could be a horse collar too.
Looked like that's what the motion was.
Yeah. I was looking over here, and he was right there. So they're going to mark it off from the 15. The only bad thing about it is from inside the 20, it's only half the distance to the goal. If it had happened on the 21, they'd have gone down to the 6. But 1st and 10. First and goal. They get it inside the 10. All right. 1st and goal for the Blue Devils. They put the markers down again. 2:30 to go in the game. Single setback in the gun with the quarterback. Handoff to the left side's got a lane. Pushes down to the 2-yard line. Oh, they're going to give them. I'd give them the 1. I think they got him at about the 1.5. Sitting here looking at the side judge, and he's on the east side of the G for goal line. And so I'm trying to judge the distance. It looks like about the 1.5. Blue Devils moving the football. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide left. This is going to be a run off the right side, my bet. There it is. He cuts it back, and that's Joe Wilson trying to burrow down, and they don't quite get the ball moved where they want it. It'll be 2nd down and goal. 1:45 to go in the game. 3rd. Oh, that's correct. We were at the 1. You are correct. Thank you. So 3rd down and goal. Obviously, we're going to punch this in until we go. I'm going to pull a Philly special here and line up my quarterback under center and just push him in. That's just me. And there's the goal again. They're pushing the pile, and where does he fall? They're going to mark him short again. Got to fall forward, so we're at 4th and goal. I think they're trying to get Joe Wilson this touchdown here. That's 2 times in a row they've handed off to him. And they're just a fat football away. Again, I'd line up under center, put my 2 running backs behind my quarterback, and push him in. All right, so here's what we got. Barring a penalty, there it is, handoff to right up the middle. He falls forward. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Time is 48 seconds to go in the season. Blue Devils score their 2nd touchdown of the half. Trail this one 46-12, and we'll be going for 2. I think if we backed up to the 20 and went for 10, I think that would be interesting, don't you? I mean, that would be I think if you back up per 10 yards, you back up, you get 6 points. Right. And if you convert, 2 wide to the right, Blue Devils going for 2 here. There is the snap. He has an option. Good spin around by Bartlett to get it. Conversion is good. Blue Devils close the gap. Going out on a high note, 46-14 with 48 seconds left in the contest. You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank in Cordell, we're not just a bank, we're your neighbors. We understand the value of local community and personal service. Whether you're saving for college, planning your dream home, or growing your business, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. With convenient hours, comprehensive banking services, and a commitment to Cordell, we're here for you. Great Plains Bank, your friend, your neighbor, your banker. Visit us today on North Glen English Street or call 832-3400. Great Plains Bank, investing in our community, investing in you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come see us at Mike's.
All right, coming back to live action. Blue Devils ending the season on a high note. Played a great second half of this ball game. 46-14 for the entire contest, though. We've had 2 onside kicks in a row. Let's see what this one will look like. Yep, they squibbed it, put a spin on it. Gotta go 10, though. Went 7, flag on the play. Covenant will get the ball on the Blue Devil 49-yard line, maybe the 48. It is of no consequence. The game is decided. 48 seconds to go in the contest, and, man, we'd just like to thank just a lot of people that made our programming possible, all of our sponsors. Providing advertising on the air. Great sponsors. Make sure you get out and support your hometown vendors, your hometown stores. They made these broadcasts possible. You could listen on the radio or watch on Facebook and YouTube and keep you out of the weather. And there's the snap, and there is the kneel down. And that probably will be the last play of the game. They might make them run one more. Yeah, I think they're going to make them run one more. Mm-hmm. But we appreciate all the lines crews out here, the work that's gone into the field, the guys ducking and dodging for their life on the chain gang over there, Bob Ogle running the concession stand, and just all the support this team gets.
And then the big thing is, where are you going to eat on Sunday?
Sunday, we're going to have turkey dinner, winter turkey dinner. After church.
Junior class turkey dinner. No problem at the high school cafeteria.
That's right. And there's the end of the 2024 season for the Blue Devils. Still 3 seconds on the clock. These boys coming to shake hands. They'll come over here in front of the band and sing the fight song in the alma mater. Mr. Whitehat blows the ball dead, and this game is over. And the officials, because of the game they get to walk off of the field. I have seen officials flee the field in games past.
They had their vehicle lined up and warmed up and ready to go.
Yeah, somebody had the car warmed up because it wasn't a good day at work. Thank you, cheerleaders, for all the support and all the parents that came out all year long.
And I know you won't have anything to do next Friday by the season ending right here, but we will have an introduction to the basketball players next Friday night in the Cordell Gymnasium.
All right. A lot of growth this season for the Blue Devils. Ended better than they started, and that will hopefully carry some momentum on into the offseason and into summer workouts until we see you again next fall here in Cordell Football Field. Until then, you are listening to Mike Sutherland
and Dudley Simpson. But we were also going to mention that these kids did not quit. The entire 10 games that we've played. They've played hard. They've played aggressive. They've improved. They're going to be better next year. But they learned here the hard way this year. So the coaches have their hands full, but they've done a super job. And then Cordell Blue Devils are huddled up out here with South and West Covenant at midfield, had a get-together there. So
they had a prayer there. You can call it what it is. That's okay.
You got to appreciate the efforts right here and the sportsmanship of both teams right here. So,
and that's appreciated. And, again, just to reiterate something Dudley said, last year the last game we played was an 8-man contest, and then we forfeited the last game due to this year we finished with more kids than we started with. So there are minor victories, but they are victories. So you build a firm foundation, and then you can go from there. So here's hoping the coaches can build on the success in the offseason, wishing them the best of luck. Tell them thank you for all they've done for your kids, because it's not easy putting up with your kids. That's just what it is. And again, for Mike Sutherland
and Dudley Simpson.
And we are out of here for the 2024 this season. Thank you so much for listening.